So hello everybody and welcome to CESI Talks. CESI Talks is a series of conversations with MEPs and also other experts on the European Union's political and legislative priorities on employment, social standards, but also environment and digital transformation. Today we have with us Ms. Maria Teresa Fabregas, Director in the Task Force of the Recovery and Resilience Facility in the European Commission. Ms. Fabregas, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning to
all. Let's start with a very important issue for us as trade unions. So we have now the Recovery and Resilience Facility, which are, according to you, the social elements of the facility. And how can the facility promote social justice and welfare in Europe?
Mm-hmm. So it's clear that social elements are at the core of the Recovery and Resilience Facility. So, and this is spelled out in the objectives of the Recovery and Resilience Facility, in which it is said that the plans, the facility and the national plans have to contribute to the implementation of the European pillar of social rights. So it's clear that in the different national plans, member states have to take this into consideration. So that's the reason why when implementing the 6 pillars, key elements for the recovery and resilience plans, member states have to take into consideration also social elements. And here I would like to highlight that there are some pillars that became more evident with regard to social measures, such as social and territorial cohesion, or the pillar on health and economic and social and institutional resilience, and also the policies for the next generation. But when we talk about, for instance, pillars such as smart, sustainable, and inclusive growth, key social elements are included there. And also when we talk about the twin transitions, we should not forget the social impact and the social contribution to the twin transition. Thank you.
Great. Could you maybe mention some national execution plans that put, let's say, a strong emphasis on the social objectives of the facility?
Well, what I would like to highlight is type of measures that are included in the national recovery and resilience plans that we can find, because it's clear that at this stage it's not so easy to talk about which is the best plan dealing with social issues. And I'm going to explain later why. So the type of measures we are finding in several of the plans relate, for instance, to resilient health system and long-term care systems, also reforms in the education systems at all levels, including university. The high-quality, accessible, lifelong education is a key measure, early childhood care. Also pension reforms, active labor market policies, labor market reforms, vocational education and training, and measures linked to skills, increasing the qualification of skills to the population. What I would like to highlight is that in all plans, the element of equal opportunities is there. So member states, when designing their plans and also in the implementation, they have to take into consideration the equal opportunity elements. Gender equality is a key element, but also taking into consideration the most vulnerable groups of population. So this is also a social element that we would like to take into consideration. And with regard to what I just highlighted, why at this stage it would be difficult to talk about a specific member state, is because we have not yet published our scoreboard. So by mid-December, the European Commission will be publishing a scoreboard with key indicators in different areas, and also with some elements regarding social expenditure. So the relevant delegated acts enter into force just today, And we are working in order to bring all this information to the public by mid-December, together with some thematic analysis of the plans where you all will be able to find more information. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so as you know, our winter days, CESI winter days, were postponed. We're now looking forward to our summer days, hopefully in 2022. The last question is actually about your prediction, your expectations. What progress would you expect to see in the implementation of the national plans by summer 2022?
So the Recovery and Resilience Facility is a performance-based facility, meaning that member states, in order to get the funds, they have to implement milestones and targets linked to reforms and investments. Therefore, by summer 2022, we expect that we will have received already several payment requests. So at this stage, today, we have only received 2, but by mid-2022, we will have received many of those, meaning that member states have started the real implementation of their own plans. And this with the goal of, as you all know, the fact that these plans have to really drive forward a fair, inclusive, and sustainable recovery in order to make Europe more resilient from a social, economic, and institutional perspective. Therefore, we really hope that by mid-2022, we will be able already to say that this is happening and becoming a reality. Thank you.
Ms. Fabregas, thank you very much.
Thank you.